What's up everybody? Welcome to another video. This video is about a really cool game I found. It's called Crosscode. I spent some time with it. I'm still in the early stages of it, but essentially this is a game that was in early access on Steam for quite a while and then got released on PC in like 2018. So it's been out for a while, but recently it got a Switch release, so it's been getting a lot of attention lately. So I figured I'd try it out and give it a shot, and I absolutely love it. This is an indie game developed by Radical Fish Games. It's set in a popular MMORPG world, so it's an interesting concept in that you're in a game that's inside of another game. It's kind of interesting. I like it. Its story is really cool. It's got a lot going for it. The characters seem really interesting so far. Again, I'm really early in the game, so I'm still like just learning the combat and the concepts and the mechanics and just getting used to how to play the game. It's traditional RPG in a sense that you should go around and you should talk to everybody you see. You should go around and kind of just destroy things, try to pick up items. You should just explore and try to learn as much about this game as you possibly can. There's a lot to it, and it's a lot deeper than it seems at first glance. I went through the tutorial mode and thought this was going to be a very kind of simple, basic action game. I didn't really think there was going to be so many RPG mechanics at play here, but there really are, and I think it's a lot of fun. And the game is actually at its best when it teams you up with other players in this MMORPG world. Looks like right now I'm playing with this character called Emil, and she calls herself Emilinator, which is really cool. They make it really interesting because she plays a completely different gameplay style than you do and has completely different mechanics. She is a more up close and personal brawler style. You're a Spheromancer, so you do play more at a distance. See, as you can see here, I'm like shooting the enemy and she'll get up close and beat him up. And it's really fun to kind of see to use that to your advantage and stuff. I really look forward to seeing what other characters it teams you up with in the game, see what kind of play styles they have. It makes me really look forward to kind of some boss fights with some other characters and things like that. I'm excited to see what the game has to offer. So far, what I've experienced is even early in the game, the combat is really challenging. It can be anywhere from super easy to super difficult, and I will applaud the game in that you level up at a really good pace, so it makes things interesting as you're beating enemies and things like that. I will say that I really had a lot of fun just going through here and casually just beating up enemies because it's a lot of fun. The combat system takes a bit of getting used to, so I'm glad they give you this field or playground to go through and learn things at the beginning of the game. And that's what I'm doing here, essentially, is just trying to get used to the combat and the mechanics. I also like going through and just playing it and listening to the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is also absolutely incredible. It's very subtle, but at the same time memorable, and I really appreciate the attention that has been given to the actual soundtrack itself. Anyway, the game in general is a lot of fun. I'm not going to go into a ton of like story details or anything like that. I would like, of course, for anyone that's wanting to play the game to experience that for themselves. Just know that the characters seem really interesting. The story seems kind of crazy, but at the same time really fun. There's a lot of like funny moments and things like that in the story, so it's not super serious all the time, which I appreciate. I've found myself laughing out loud on multiple occasions. Running around the town areas and stuff like that is also really fun. Just walking around, going into shops, talking to people, kind of discovering stuff. The developers do a great job of keeping things appealing and making me want to just talk to as many people as possible. There's a lot going on in this game outside of whatever you're doing. They really try to go all in with this MMO concept, and that there's other people living in this world doing similar or very different things to what you're doing moment to moment, and you're also just living in it. So this isn't a story necessarily about you, but I feel it's more of a story about the world that you're in and I really appreciate that. And I also appreciate how unique the idea and the concept in general is. I think there's a lot to this game, and as you progress and get further, I can feel that the story is likely going to move in a very cool direction, and I can't wait to see what more this game has to offer. My first impressions of it are extremely positive. So if anything I've talked about here or shown you here in this video today seems appealing to you, then you should definitely 100% give this game a shot. It's available on Switch, it's available on Steam, it's also available on Game Pass on PC. Just whatever you do, if you're into indie games at all, if you like what you see here, give this game a chance. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and I think the majority of people that are into this style of game would thoroughly enjoy it as well. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Until next time, take it easy.